That's that. That's some cutlery. Let me get. We've got
Sort the economy out.
Well, that is exactly what I'm trying to do. Exactly what I'm trying to do.
There's for business.
What do you have? Do you work in a business? Do you want some?
No, I'm homeless, and I'm actually a homeless person at the minute, but I'm interested in business.
I want to talk about the simpleton prime minister that is Rishi Sunak. He's an intelligent person, but he's also kind of an idiot.
Do you want some?
No, I'm homeless, and I'm actually a homeless person at the minute, but I'm interested in business.
So I used to work in finance, actually.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
Ex-investment bank.
Yeah. Well, I did lots of different things.
This is endemic of the way the Tories rule. They pretend to care about the poor, but they don't do anything about it. They pretend to care about the NHS, but they don't do anything about it. They talk about how they're supporting the NHS, but they don't actually provide the support. They talk about how they're going to build 40 new hospitals, but they don't build 40 new hospitals. They paint 6 hospitals and say that they met the mandate. This is typical crap. In this interview, Rishi Sunak actually refers to himself as growing up in an NHS family because his incredibly rich family owned a pharmacy.
And if you look at our track record and my track record, as Chancellor, I've always done everything I can to support our NHS and indeed the wonderful people who work in it. I grew up in an NHS family. I spent my life working in my mum's pharmacy when I was younger. And if you look at what we did during COVID, we provided enormous support to the front line at a time when it comes to pay, when everyone else in the public sector experienced a pay freeze. The one group that was singled out for special treatment were the NHS workers, rightly.
The reason why nurses and doctors got support during the pandemic was because they were the only ones that were absolutely required to work. Without them, our society would have collapsed. They weren't allowed to go home. They had to stick it out. And a bunch of them died wearing trash bags because this guy was financing a program for PPE that was specifically designed to put money in Tories' pockets. But that's Rishi Sunak. He's just smart enough to make sure that all of his peers get money. But he's not smart enough to know when he gets owned by a homeless man who wants to be in finance. Don't we all? I'm Zachariah, Lone Star Liberal. Y'all take it easy.